My name is Laurie Keeler Faulkner, and this is Fleming College GIS Specialist, Serve 21, Surveying and CAD Mapping. This is setting up a total station, and we're in the back of Fleming College here behind the geomatics wing. And I'm going to set up these legs over a nail we have in the ground, a known point we can come back to time and time again. So when you have a tripod like this one, it's a nice idea to, when you first set up, to know roughly which direction you're going to be surveying. So which way are you going to be looking? So ideally what we do is we set up and we kick the leg out away from us so that we can stand in between the legs. And I try to get those legs more or less over the nail and starting off with them more or less level. So we pull the legs up. We pull the legs up to be about chest height. And then we screw them down so that they're roughly even. And then I begin to look at it. I do a little check with it. I take a look at where the nail is and where the legs are. And I make sure that this nail that I can see, perhaps you can see with my foot right there, there's a nail with some tape on it right there, orange tape. And I'm going to set up over that point as carefully as I can. And that's pretty good actually. What I've done is not bad. So now I put the legs down into the ground. And then I'm going to get my total station out of the box. So I've previously opened up this box. I've got two hands on my equipment whenever I can. And I'm going to make sure that it's screwed on tightly onto the total station. So I've got things firmly plugged into the ground. This is a Nikon DTM 322. We have 6 of these at the school, it moves nice smoothly in the horizontal, and as a telescope it also can see vertically as well. So we'll be looking at that in a moment. Look at the level bubbles that are on this instrument. I've got a level bubble here. I've got a level bubble here, and I've also got an optical plumb right here where I'm going to look and see if I'm anywhere near my nail. So what I like to do is I go through here, I look through here, and at the moment I can't see the nail at all. So I am going to pick up, I've got this on screwed very tightly. I'm going to pick up my legs. I'm going to see if I can find that nail. And there it is. And I pick up my legs and I move my total station a little bit over. There we go, good. And as I look through my plumb, I'm directly over the nail. And I'm going to just make some small adjustments here so that I can definitely keep that circle, a little bullseye circle that I can see through here, and make sure that I'm directly over the nail. So right now my instrument is looking down at the nail. But of course, as you can probably see, the total station is not level. And we need to have level, we need to be able to see horizontally so that our distances are horizontal and so that the total station knows what level is. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look at this little bullseye bubble, the little circular bubble that's here, and I can see that its bubble is aimed at this leg. So I'm going to turn my back to you for a moment, and I'm just going to adjust that bubble. Drop it till that circle comes into the middle. And I'm going to aim the bubble to another leg. And so what I've done here, pardon my back, I'm going to put my thumb on top. I wrap my hand around the legs and I adjust it again till that circle is once again aimed at a leg. And so you do this a few times. This is going to take a minute or two. As you do this more often, it comes faster and faster. Takes a bit of practice. Oh, look at that. Beauty. Oh, very good. All right, so now my bubble is in the circle, and that means that I'm pretty level already, pretty close to being level. And so what I want to do from there is I want to just take a quick boo at the nail, and I'm still pretty close to the nail. So that's okay for now. And what I'm now going to do is I'm going to look at the leveling screws are in a triangle here. And so I'm going to line up the display as if this was parallel with the base of a triangle made by these 3 screws. So I've got this line as if it was an x-axis, and I'm going to move both fingers either in or out to make my level, my plate level here, level. Those of you that have used some carpentry, for example, you'll be familiar with that kind of level. And then what I will do is I will turn 90 degrees to get my x-axis, my y-axis, and then I can use the one level screw that I didn't use, the one in the back. So I'm going to switch back to my x-axis, and I'm looking at my level bubble, and it is a little bit over to that direction. So I'm going to move my fingers together, both in, and I'm moving my bubble a little bit over. There we go, not bad. So there's 2 large lines in the gradation. I'm fitting my bubble in between those 2. And then I'm going to turn 90 degrees. The one level screw I didn't use already, I'm turning. It's a gentle touch. I tell my students, don't touch the instrument more than you have to. So that's not bad. And then I'm going to turn back to my spot that I was at a minute ago. Oh man, that's good. You think I might have done this before. So now we need to check the nail. Are we still directly over the nail? And that's very important that we stay directly over that spot. And I can see that I moved a little bit off. I see a chunk taken out as if it was like an eclipse. So I need to unscrew the total station. I'm going to slide it along the platen here, and I'm going to make it so that it's right over that nail. And then I go back and I check my level, because sometimes that changes the level, and it did. Yeah, not bad at all. I would live with that. And let's look at the nail again. And that's pretty good. We're going to do with that. So we've got the total station set up, and it's ready to be turned on.